So you see here my arcade machine that I built, and I wanted it to be authentic. I didn't want to have an emulator or any kind of a Raspberry Pi or anything like that. So as you can see, it is a real Nintendo in here, and you can play that. And here I am cutting some wood, getting ready for the arcade. Okay, so there I've cut out some of the panels, and I'll put a link in the description to where I got the template to build this arcade. But here I am, just kind of cutting some of the wood, getting ready. There's the side of the arcade, doing some measuring, some cutting. And I'm definitely not an architect. I'm definitely not a carpenter at all. So this was kind of a learning process for me the whole way through. But here's the back here, kind of getting some panels in the back. Going to attach the side to the back there with those little boards I've cut out. And just kind of learning some good carpentry work. But one thing I'll tell you, if I could go back and do it again, I probably would not build the entire thing out of plywood. Because once the arcade has been completed, it was heavy. But there's the front panel there. There's kind of my idea of what I wanted to do. Kind of open that front panel and you can see the Nintendo was there and it would slide out. So here I am going to make the little, just a little bottom that the Nintendo was going to sit on. And it's going to be on rails. And you can kind of open up that front panel and the Nintendo will slide out. You can change the game and then slide it back in and start the arcade machine. But here I am, and man, I wish I worked as fast as I'm showing on this video. But this whole process took me about a year because, like I said before, I'm just not a carpenter, and I had limited time to work on it, just a couple days on the weekend here and there. But and there I am installing some of the side rails, and that bottom panel there just kind of slides out. So the front panel opens, and you see the Nintendo will sit on there. You'll slide out, change the game, slide it back in, power it on, and play the game. So there I am putting on the controllers, and I used two NES Advantage controllers because they got the joystick, which kind of mimic the arcade feel is what I wanted to do. So and here I am building and getting it level. Gotta have it level. But this is where the TV, the monitor, is gonna sit on, and so it just kind of slides in right there, and it's got AV connections in the back of it. And so there the cords with the Advantage there, going to kind of slide it on, and they will just hook up to the back of the Nintendo that sits on that. And there's a lot of cords and stuff that are I've got them zip tied up in behind this arcade because there's a lot going on. Those Advantage cables are ridiculously long. I don't know why they're so long. But here I am cutting out the front panel that's going to go in front of the TV there. Just kind of trying to get it level and just using a jigsaw there. So maybe these edges aren't going to be exactly straight, so I'm kind of sanding it down a little bit, trying to get them straight. And this is your poor man's carpentry work, that's for sure. But that's going to be the front panel there, and you can see the TV kind of sits behind it. And so then I've got some speakers. I just bought them off of Amazon, and these speakers will plug right into the back of that TV. Well, I say TV, it is a TV. It's like a TV DVD player, but they plug into the back of that. And there's the panel. There's the holes I've cut out to cover the speakers. But that TV, it had volume, but there wasn't any way to control it. I didn't have the remote control for it anywhere, and the volume, they're on the side. The buttons are on the side to try to turn that TV up. So I decided that if I could use these speakers, they've got a little knob at the front where I can control the volume with the Nintendo. So there I am. There's the holes in to cover that, and you get a little knob there for the speakers, and you see all those wires kind of hanging down there at the back. Just a lot of stuff going on behind it there. So getting close to the end here, putting on the top there. Just going to kind of finish off the actual build, the box of the arcade. And my daughter wanted to help out to paint it. So she decided she gets to paint everything black and then get some little dots on there. And she was very disappointed, very, very heartbroken when I decided to, go a different route with the look of the arcade. All right, so what I decided to do was a little Mod Podge on there, and I had a little poster that I'd printed out, just regular 8.5 by 11, just regular computer paper, and you know, just kind of Mod Podged it on there, and it just hardened when it was done, and it looks actually pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, this isn't anything that I would want to replicate and try to sell or anything like that. This is for my use at home, so I thought it turned out pretty good. I had a good time doing this. This is probably my most fun part of the project, was putting this on. All right, in the front, of course, it's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and that's the whole reason, you know, I decided to create this arcade, was I wanted to play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on an arcade machine. I just wanted to have that feel of doing that. And there's a little place here in town where it's got a bunch of old arcade machines, and they've got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the arcade machine. And I'm like, and that's where I went, just like probably 3 or 4 years ago. And I said, I want that. But I wasn't going to buy the arcade machine. I wanted to have the real deal, you know. So I decided to make my own. Anyway, yeah. So putting Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, a little picture of Punch-Out right there on the front. And so here is the finished arcade. Kind of go around the side of it. There's a little pattern there. There's the speakers on the top, and the Nintendo Advantages as the controllers. And on the side there's a little button. You can see the little button right there. You push that, it's spring-loaded, and it's a little button on the side of the TV that turns it on. And then you've got the little opening front panel there that slides out, the Nintendo, and you can load the game. You slide that right back in. So my daughter wanted to play some Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, so here we go. Can she beat little... Here we go. Little Mac. Can she beat Glass Joe? Let's see what she can do. Come on. You got him, Nola. You got him. Get him. Yeah, she had a good time playing this game, though. But, well, that's about it. That's how I built my own arcade machine. I don't know if I remember the code. And here I am. I'm going to give you a little demonstration of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I'm going to put the code in here. Let's see if I can remember the code. What is it? 007-373-5963. That's right. So here we go. I'm going to try my hand at Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I'm going to do it blindfolded. Ah, stop dancing. Oh, he got me. Get up, little Mac. I got 26 seconds. Woo. Ah. Oh, quit. Woo. Oh, stop it. Can I down him in the first round? Come on. No. Oh, I needed to down him in that round. I'll tell you what, standing to the side a little bit kind of affects my movement, but I'm standing to the side so you guys can see this fantastic gameplay. All right, little Mac, can I get him? Can I get Mike Tyson? I don't know. Oh. I'll tell you what, playing this on a regular TV, oh, give me a second, I'll explain here in just a second. Ah. Oh. Oh, stop. Oh, I'm down. Oh. Little Mac. Oh, stop it. Tyson, come jack me. Oh, what are you doing? Oh my. Woo! I just don't know. I don't know if I can get him. I don't know if I can get him. It's been a while since I played this game. It's been probably a couple years since I played Tyson here. But playing on a regular TV and not, or playing with a TV that has an HDMI hookup, or I was playing on this TV here. Let's see, can you see that TV there? When I was recording some Mike Tyson videos, and I think there's a little bit of a lag because in that first minute 30, man, I could not get the dodging. He would, he kind of does a little flash or whatever, and then does his uppercut, and I couldn't dodge him. I would get knocked out first round, and TKO. I don't know if I can beat him here. I hadn't played in a couple years, so I got to make an excuse, put it out there for it if you see this video here. If I don't beat him. Oh. Oh, stop. I don't know if I'm gonna get up. See if I can even turbo it. Can't do it. Well, oh well, my bad. It was a little hard playing to the side, so you guys could see that, but that's the excuse I'm gonna put up with there, or put up. But anyway, so that's the whole reason I built this arcade machine, was to play a little bit of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and play some other games. Just to play play Nintendo games. Want to play Super Mario Brothers. I got Contra. Me and my buddy Boyd, we're gonna try to do some little Contra player. Castlevania is one of my favorite games of all time. And I didn't want an emulator. I wanted to play it on. Let me turn this down here. I didn't want an emulator. I wanted to play the real deal, the regular Nintendo, in an arcade style deal here. So appreciate you watching this video, and if you liked it, put a thumbs up. If you loved it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and that's it. See you.